if you do like that shit, then that shit gets real, man. Fuck me with the lightning. I think it was lightning, or either the police are at my house. Anyway. What the fuck else do you want to talk about? Porn. I mean, I can talk about porn all night. Guys, fuck Joe Biden. Absolutely, positively, goddamn serious, fuck Joe Biden. And fuck anyone that believes that, like, what was he saying? There is systemic racism and systemic bullshit in the police force, and it's been there for a long time, and we need to fix that shit. Damn right. That's fucking true. But Joe Biden has been in the Senate for like 30 fucking years. He's been in, he was a vice president, by the way, of a black president for 8 years. And he's never talked about it until right now. That's the only time he's ever fucking talked about it. Fuck Joe Biden. He's an idiot. And I think he's a fucking racist, to be honest. And I probably would have voted for him 4 years ago. But, you know, he was going through a bunch of bullshit. I think that's what's fucked him up. It's cool shit. So, hold on, give me just 1 second. I lost a lot of people when I gave Joe Biden shit. But who gives a fuck? I'm recording tonight, and so I'm gonna keep trying to go at it and try to keep this whole screen share thing working. So let me talk about something that's, well, I'm gonna wait until I do have a little more viewers to talk about that. I hate Elizabeth Warren. She's kind of the same as Joe Biden. She did something very similar to what I'm doing tonight. And, remember she put, like, fucking, like, obscure, like, rare beers behind her, bottles of beer behind her, and then she, like, had a beer and was like, oh, hey, kids, do you want to talk about alcohol and how cool, like, I am? And, fuck you, man. Bernie Sanders is my guy. Always has been, always will be. He didn't stand a fucking chance this time around, of course. And of course, he didn't stand a chance last time around because the DNC absolutely fucked him. Bernie Sanders was the first one talking about this shit. He's been talking about it for a long fucking time. He's been talking about COVID shit for a long time. He's been battling Big Pharma for a long time. He's been battling this fucking overpriced healthcare for a long time. And that's all I'm going to say about Bernie Sanders. Look him up yourself. Brittany, hello and welcome. Guys, I don't even know where to fucking start, but I have a fucking fun story for later, but I gotta wait for the audience. Now, that being said, I'm gonna go through the memes of the week, and we'll just see what you guys think of them, and what I think of them as I look. So, here's how I do this, I think. I think I just share that part of the screen, and then we try this. You have to excuse me. What if we gave every mom an absolute dump truck ass? Jesus Christ, that sounds amazing. My wife actually, I gotta say it, my wife's got a dump truck ass. And it's, dumps like a truck. What is it? Thighs like what? I don't even know. All I know is, let me see that mom. Baby, ooh, that mom. That would be awesome if you just had a kid, all of a sudden you got that dump truck. Philip, I don't know, Matrice, I don't know how you would actually pronounce that, but at Philip for Philip on Twitter, that was a pretty fucking good tweet, my friend, I like that. This is a pretty good meme, save that picture if you're looking. What is he doing? Wrong answers only. I don't know what the wrong answer would be. I feel like the wrong answer would be fucking. So let's be funny about it. If you do have an answer to that one, let me know what he's doing. Look at that face, man. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, again, you guys know that I like to be awkward. The reason I talk about porn so much on here is because I'm working on an actual bit on porn. So I have a premise that I've got to start writing jokes that I can, so ha ha ha. But however, I do really always love the porn memes, and then, like, when they put like the Brazzers logo on like stupid shit, like people sipping on a milkshake or whatever. That's always funny. What is he doing? Wrong answers only. I think. Jesus, I'm usually pretty good at the improv stuff, but I don't really know, where to go with this one. It's just funny. I think maybe he's, I don't, it could be as innocent as, like, reading in the newspaper that the Falcons blew the lead in the Super Bowl the next day, or it could be, as dirty as, seeing his wife's poop for the first time, Ha ha ha. So let's check out the next one. Does anyone, by the way, have any comments for that? Oh, so we're talking about Elizabeth Warren again, which is always funny. I am all about women empowerment and shit like that. I just didn't like Elizabeth Warren very much. And I get it. She's just a bit of a cunt. That's all I can really, that's, it's the same with Trump. He's just a bit of a dick. Like, I don't like him. I'm not having a beer with a guy, other than the fact that he's the president. Like, I would obviously have a fucking beer with him, but, like, I just don't like the guy. Like, I just don't think we'd ever hang out. That's what I mean. So, same with Elizabeth Warren. I just don't like her. Maybe I would have voted for her, but she had to get to the platform and had to get there for me to listen, because I just didn't like much of what she was saying, because she kind of hated on the guy that I loved. So that's where I'll go with that part. Banging your mom. That is exactly what that guy is doing. He is banging my mom. This was a good one. The next one is a good one that got a lot of attention on my Facebook. So my real name is not Motherwell, so I posted this on my actual Facebook, and then I posted this on this Facebook. It got 0 likes, 0 comments, 0 attention on my real life one. But it got a fucking ton on here. And I guess, I like to think that people may have used the fact that I'm a comedian or whatever to platform themselves and be able to talk about it here. But got like 100-something comments, a bunch of likes and shit. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. I'll read it out loud for the people that are listening. So it's one of those collage tweets where it's a tweet and then a reply that you see tons and tons of time on Facebook. So it's Melania Trump, the first lady. Saddened to see our country and communities being damaged and vandalized, I ask everyone to protest in peace and focus on taking care of one another and healing our great nation. And then Alex Cole at Acne with Sticks on Twitter replies, Colin Kaepernick tried to protest in peace, and your husband called him a son of a bitch. Sit this one out, third lady. Obviously, third lady is in reference to the fact that she's the third wife of our president. And then the second part is obvious, Colin Kaepernick did try, and Trump did call him a son of a bitch. So again, I put that on there on a couple of pages that I own, and got a lot of fucking attention on the comedy side. I guess, people felt a little more comfortable talking about it there, but I got 0 attention on my personal page. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe I just don't have many friends or people that like me. And, that could be it. So, however, I thought that was a pretty powerful reply. Of course, the joke, the third lady, a little insult, a little dig there. Someone asked me, or someone replied on there, said, why does he have to disrespect her? Because her husband's the president, or whatever. I think, look, I fucking hate the royal family, but think of, like, Princess Diana, right? Like, think about Michelle Obama. Think about Eleanor Roosevelt. There's, Nancy Reagan. These first ladies are in a position, especially now with the invention of social media and things like that, they have an influence, a huge influence. And for her to just kind of take the side of ignorance. Do you know what I mean? That's the fake news. And listen, this is my message. Turn off the fucking TV. This is all, no matter what my opinion is or what your opinion is, don't learn from the television. Learn from going out there and talking to one another. Put down your fucking magic box. Stop staring into that every time you have a break. And start talking again. And start listening again. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. What I'm saying is, she's got a voice, and she either needs to stay the fuck out of it, or she needs to super fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's one in 100, 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000 of these protesters are fucking, assholes and looting and shit. And it is sad, but the media is only focusing on the bad. It always does. So, again, a lot of comments on that the other day. Keyboard warriors is another one. These internet badasses can go fuck themselves. What the hell are you doing? Standing behind a keyboard and be like, I live in a small town. I'm not trying to break the law right now. Of course, no one is. No one wants to get, there's good people out there that are mad. Listen, I'll say this. There's police officers that save lives every fucking day, man. They save lives. And it happens. They save black lives, they save white lives. There's good people out there, and they do good things, but these what I'm saying is I don't want to break the law right now, because everyone's fucking scared of police right now. Or when they're not scared of police right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you don't want to fucking be it's just a weird situation. However, some of these motherfuckers, if they saw me out, would dodge. Listen, I got a friend, with all due respect, motherfucker can't even walk. And people would dodge him in public in this small town because they would be scared as shit to face him. Not behind a screen or a keyboard. So Mark Mattel over there that's commenting on that, he is right. And I appreciate that. So hopefully we get some more funny ones. So that was a kind of a political. This is a funny one. And listen, my guilty pleasure is professional wrestling. I grew up with it. When I was a kid, I loved it. A kid. And then I stopped. And then when I was a middle schooler, it was the fucking hottest thing on television. The Monday Night Wars. And I loved it. And then I stopped. And then I broke up with a girlfriend before I met my wife, and, one Monday night or Sunday night WrestleMania was on, and I'm like, fuck, let's do it, for old time's sake. And I got into it again, and then WWE Network came out, and I was just hooked. It's $10 a month. It's like the Netflix of WWE. You can relive all your childhood. They do no shit. Producers of WWE documentaries should be hired to do documentaries of everything and anything. I don't care if you like wrestling. Get at me, and I'll throw you, I'll ask you 6 questions just about your life, and I'll show you a fucking WWE documentary that you'll be like, fuck, man, that shit is dope as fuck. Promise you that. Anyway, to the meme, it is Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair looking sober and fresh and muscular in their old age, and it says, 1 drink and we go home. And the next one is 5:45 a.m. and it looks like them. Well, they're both bleeding out of their fucking ass. They're blading and they're bleeding, but this is also from 2000s, 2010s. They're both old as fuck, and it's disgusting. And it's perfect. Perfect. So if there's any comments on that, you love wrestling, dude. Brittany loves wrestling. I fucking love wrestling. That was almost us the other day. Are you ready? Oh. I was like, hold on, you wanted to fucking fight me? But I did drink with this girl the other day, and we had a great fucking time. And when they say time flies when you're having fun, time flies when you're having fun, guys. Rick, that meme is awesome, but don't get me wrong, Mark, they are also awesome. I don't know how many audience members do I have. I've got a really fun story to coming up, a very fun local Georgia story. I said this the other day, or I talked about this the other day. I couldn't remember the actual quote, but Chris Rock, legend of the game, An amazing stand-up comic, one of the greatest of all time. This is a quote from him, I believe. If it's not from Chris Rock, I'll be really pissed. But I Googled it, and it was supposed to be absolutely Chris Rock's quote. You know how people put, like, Sam Elliott, because he looks like a badass in one of his movies, and they're just like, oh, but Sam Elliott never fucking said it, and neither did the character. Anyway, here's the quote. Here's the thing. I wish I could do a good Chris Rock impression, man. That would be great. I know it's hard being a cop. I know it's hard. I know that shit's dangerous. I know it is, okay? But some jobs just cannot have bad apples, all right, okay? Some jobs, everybody got to be good. Like pilots, you know? American Airlines can't be like, most of our pilots like to land. We just get a few bad apples that like to crash into mountains. Please, bear with us. That is, in my opinion, look, you know, I'm an aspiring stand-up comic, like, and so we gotta kind of look on the bright side, and we gotta find a way to be funny, and ha ha ha, and blah blah blah. And that right there to me was the most powerful fucking quote I've heard in the last couple of weeks. That just made so much sense to me. And that's, do not defund the police. I'll say that, you can hashtag it. Do not defund the police. I'll tell you what, give them twice the fucking money. Okay? Hear me out. Please bear with us. Get rid of fucking half of them. Actually, we get it. Maybe get rid of all of them. Certain way, right? How you can transition it. It's gotta be a timely thing, guys. You have to do it timely. But you give everyone a fucking test. A very fucking good test. But then from now on, you know, like I said, we're going to lose them. We train them. We get the best of the best of the best that want to be police officers. We don't get any fucking more bad apples. We get the best of the best of the best. And then I'll tell you what, we listen, we claim that we're the best country in the world. Then let's get our best psychiatrists and our best psychologists out there giving them tests. Let's get our best fucking health, sports, and athletic fucking trainers out there giving them the best fucking means. And then let's get our best accountants and our best fucking people and politicians and real motherfucking grassroots folk to make sure that we get money to pay the motherfuckers. And then I promise you, we will not be a police state. We will be a peace state. I promise you, that's the fucking start. That's the start. The start is everyone talking and listening, of course. But we've got to we can't defund it. We have to fucking back it, and we have to get rid of everybody and give everybody a fresh start and make sure everyone's tested for everything, and make sure the only motherfucker wearing a badge is to a standard that we work for and vote on, and a standard that will make sure an American, just like an American Airlines pilot, you don't fucking get on a plane in the air and fly a jumbo jet and you know, and not be good. You have to be good. You have to be good. You have to be fucking good. And I'll tell you what, in this day and age and what's been going on, I dare fucking say, you have to be perfect. And that's what I want. That's what I want in a fucking police officer. And I'll tell you, I know a few out there that I will back to the fucking death. That they're good fucking people, and I know that they passed that test. And we need more people that fucking are out there saving lives and not giving a shit if they're black or brown or fucking purple. And I know that's a dumb fucking cliche thing to say, but they're out there. The clitoris has nearly 8,000 nerve endings, but it's still not as sensitive as conservative white men on the internet. Boom! There goes the dynamite. The clitoris has nearly 8,000 nerve endings. Jesus Christ, how can you guys not find it? But it's still not as sensitive as conservative white men on the internet. They have been the worst in the last couple of days. They have been the worst. Oh, man, that's been so funny. So funny. I'm sorry, Mark. Let me get that shit away from the screen. Chris Rock isn't funny. I'll tell you right now, Chris Rock was hilarious back in the day on Saturday Night Live, but those episodes of Saturday Night Live, even with Chris Farley, they wouldn't survive nowadays. However, Chris Rock was great in that. That being said, his stand-up comedy, in my opinion, is some of the greatest shit of all time. And again, you're entitled to yours. Next meme. This is a good one. If anyone likes Ghostbusters, it's a picture of Vigo. 2020 can't get any worse. Wait, the Metropolitan Museum of Art just unveiled a new painting. It's Vigo the Conqueror from Ghostbusters 2. It's good shit. This is a good one, I think. It's the Don't Tread on Me flag. I prefer the real Confederate flag. Bam. There goes the Confederate battle flag. I said the real Confederate flag. Bam. It's a white flag on a stick, waving in surrender, and the guy now says, perfection. That works for me. Again, these are current memes. I'm just trying to be... I don't think conservatism is a crime. Absolutely fucking not. I think staunch conservatism is a bit of a fucking ignorant thing to do. And I think staunch liberalism is a bullshit thing to do. I think, and let's be honest, extremists in any way, shape, or form. Look at the motherfuckers that are picking on Chase on Paw Patrol right now. Like, and I get it, oh, yeah, and you've set the mantra that all cops are good because Chase on Paw Patrol is good. Come on, man. You've got to have trust. My kid needs to be able to run up to a police officer and say, I'm lost, or, whatever. It's fucking crazy. Give me 1 second. So Casey says, my grandpa's so conservative, or is the type to be proud of the Confederate, and I still think it's hilarious to point out they lost. I think that's exactly, I think it's fucking hilarious. My favorite thing to point out to them, it blows their fucking mind, is that the people that were waving that goddamn Confederate flag are the people that were fighting the people that were waving the flag that we wave and we salute to, and we put our hand over our heart while we sing our national anthem today. Oh, glory. And that, I think that confuses them a little bit. They were at war with America, and they lost. Now, I'm from Scotland. I know there's a lot of people in the Confederacy that were of Scottish descent, Scottish ancestry, or actual Scotsmen. They lived down south. Let's be fair. There was a lot of African Americans that were in the Confederate Army. It was all about soldiers. The Confederate battle flag is based on the St. Andrew's Cross. That is the national flag of Scotland. It was people fighting oppression. It doesn't matter, what you think is oppression. We all know it was about slavery. There's also economic shit that proves to, I think in hindsight you can see that, one of the best memes I seen was the dinosaurs looking at the comet and going, oh shit, the economy. So, of course, money is fucking, plays a part in everything. And, of course, slavery, payroll's an expense, right? So slavery is exactly what they were fighting to keep. And that's it. If I didn't have payroll, I could have someone sitting here doing all the production work for me, and this shit would be way better than I'm fucking doing. And I don't mean if slavery existed. So what I'm saying is, of course the Civil War is about slavery. So fuck off. Let's go to the next meme. You need a life-size cut of Roddy Piper to stand behind you. I know he's Canadian too. I get the whole character thing, but of course we were fucking proud. I mean, who the fuck do you think my favorite wrestler was as a kid? That's fucking Roddy. That would be cool. I will look into getting something like that now that you say it. My wife is turning this into her home office. She's getting a new job. So I can't get fucking crazy, and I thought I was going to. But she's going to have to fucking Zoom and shit with her work, and it's going to piss me off. But the room looks pretty cool when you get in here. Again, I'm about to start my podcast again. No more live stuff. I'm going to start having people over and doing interviews and doing real fucking podcasts again, and I'm really excited about that. Just like I have a gig on Thursday coming, Thursday, June 18th. I will be doing stand-up comedy. I'm so fucking excited that, hey, we're getting a little bit back to normal, right? You know? It's exciting. It's very, very exciting. So talk to your aunt, see if she's still into that, or if she doesn't want it, I will pay for the shipping to get it to my house. I would like if anyone has an old cardboard cutout of pretty much anything, I'd like to have it. So I'll put that out there. Let's get to the next meme and see what the hell's going on. Let's see. I don't want to get nuts about it, but okay, a few of us went to the mountains to train this afternoon. We were ready to punch any Nazi stands in our way. Here we are, unmasked. What you gonna do now? And it's a fucking picture of a bunch of Antifa pussies. I'm not a fucking big guy. I'm not a big... I don't have to defend anything about me. I would beat the shit out of those guys. Every one of them. Every last one of them. I can't read all that. Oh, 90 Day Fiancé. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Ash lied about his divorce, was willing to leave his son, gave a really sexist seminar, and buys flowers for other women. This is true, and I watched the tell-all, and she got mad that he cheated on his diet. All that shit. So, back to wrestling. It's pretty funny. The Nation of Domination was a faction in the 90s that was very African and very, like, you know, they pushed the envelope, or the envelope, however you say it, about how, like, black wrestlers weren't treated right and shit like that. And Owen Hart, one of the greatest of all time, joined that faction. And it says we all need to unite like when Owen Hart joined the Nation of Domination. And whoever fucking came up with that's funny. Like, that's how you shine light on some of this stuff. You know what I mean? So, that's pretty fucking funny stuff. Alright, so this is the first time I'm reading this one. I feel like if you ever sang, I dug my key... Oh, okay, I remember this song. I dug my keys into the side of his bright little souped-up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seats. With your whole chest, maybe you do understand how anger leads to destruction of private property sometimes. Okay, so let me try that again. I don't even remember the tune of that song, but it's like, I dug my keys into the side of that pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seats. So if you've ever sang that, well, maybe you do understand how anger leads to the destruction of private property sometimes. That is by @HonestToddler on Twitter, @Honest. Wow, that is the first time I've read that and seen that, and that is the most perfect fucking tweet of the week. Woo, that is a good one. That was cool as shit. Good for her. What's her name again? @HonestToddler. I'm gonna give her a follow. Everyone give her a follow on Twitter. That's a smart fucking tweet. Alright, has anyone mentioned that the police will leave you alone if you don't do illegal stuff? Has anyone mentioned that the police will leave you alone if you don't do illegal stuff? Guess what the best response ever to that was? Breonna Taylor was sleeping. I got nothing funny to say about that. I'll read it one more time. @TheJordanRachel tweets, has anyone mentioned that the police will leave you alone if you don't do illegal stuff? And @Myrika Edwards says, Breonna Taylor was sleeping. And I won't say a goddamn other thing about that. So this one is so good. Moving on. This one is a picture of Jesus with a nitrous tank and people. So obviously the picture was Jesus, like, and people just bending down to him and asking him for, like, to touch their fucking face and head and shit back in the day. But the meme has a nitrous tank and people doing balloons. He says, "Take this, for this is my breath." That's a pretty funny one. Good meme of the week. What's next? Every smoker has a story. So before you tell them smoking kills, I want you to know that something is already killing them. Whew, that's fucking pretty dope. Have you ever been in an airport smoking lounge? Like, not like an airport smoking room, but an airport smoking lounge. Everybody is, they just talk about the price of cigarettes wherever they're from. And you always have the loud, "New York, I'm from Massachusetts, and I'll tell you, right outside of Boston, the cigarettes are $14.50 for the cheap ones if you're lucky. So you go to Boston, but I'm here in Atlanta, and I got a carton for $65, and that's a good deal, I think, 'cause up in Boston, yeah." And then the guy from, like, Australia's or it's just an easy one for me in Scotland. It's like, "No, mate, like, it's like fucking £110 for a carton, but I'm for mate." And so, like, everyone in the airport lounge, where you can smoke, not the smoker's den, but like in the bar, all they talk about is the cigarette prices everywhere else in the world. That's pretty funny shit. I'll keep going. That's actually pretty crazy. It's a fact. It's not cool. Pizza delivery is twice as dangerous as being a cop, as far as life goes. I mean, come on. I don't want to say fact, but statistical, kind of weird. Oh yeah, it's a good one. Oh, so I did a thing. Little chicks getting little tiny tattoos. There's a lot of these Antifa motherfuckers that are just terrible. They're such pussies. It's unreal. I did have a conversation. Look, I know that motorcycles are cool and bikers are cool. It's pretty crazy that everyone just thinks that, like, the bikers are gonna come in and just beat the shit out of everybody. Like, they're not bad guys typically, and they're not out to fucking beat the shit out of everybody. But people are like, "Oh, the Hell's Angels are gonna be there." I mean, no one's out there to fucking kill in broad daylight. That shit's still illegal. Like, you can't do that. But people still have this, like, fantasy that, like, "Oh man, if the Hell's Angels show up, y'all are fucked." The Hell's Angels aren't gonna kill anyone in broad daylight. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. Or it does work like that, and then they start killing cops and telling cops to fuck off. And then it just, nothing, everything loses. So this is pretty crazy. Donald Trump's first post-coronavirus, post-uprising, really will be on Juneteenth in Tulsa. I'm sure it's a coincidence. I don't know, man. I know he's being sarcastic. So Donald Trump will be in Tulsa on June 19th. And or Juneteenth, which should be a national holiday. It's the day that slavery was ended in the United States of America. And in Tulsa, I believe it was 1929. It could have been, and I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, huge fucking massacre of black folk, of free black people. And I think it's the 100th. No, it must have been 1920, right? I don't know. I think it's the 100th anniversary of it. I'm sorry and I'm so ignorant and I can't fucking talk about it. I do remember some of it, but Jesus Christ, if that's not trolling, I don't know. I mean, someone in his PR should have fucking caught that, right? They absolutely should have caught that. Alright, so I think I am done with super memes. I am going to talk about this story. It was from Chatsworth, Georgia. So if everyone can see my screen that is watching, and because I guess I'm going to wrap it up. I do want to talk about this story real quick. It's from Chatsworth, Georgia. And, well, this is the most I can... I think this is the... I can't full screen the images. So, anyway, this guy named Terry East from Alabama, I think, but he lives in Chatsworth, Georgia. He must be some kind of TikTok. He has a life-size love doll. One of those, those $700, $1,700, $7,000 love dolls. Like the real fucking deal with the hole and the blah, 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 and the mouth. And hey, I know that they're expensive, so I'm pretty sure they're probably pretty fucking cool. Like, to jerk off with, like, but not to, like, live with, right? I don't know. It's a psycho thing. It's a weird thing. I'd totally buy one, like, I don't know, like, if I was hiking the app trail, like, and I could fucking fold it up in a backpack, I'd totally buy one. But, anyway, the story of Terry East and Stephanie East is the doll, by the way, is, from Chatsworth, Georgia, not too far from where I live. And if you're ready, I will just go through the pictures of the day. And there's a few pictures. The day that Stephanie gave birth. So, the first picture is just her sitting on the laptop. And it says something like, "Oh shit, mommy's ready." The next picture is the love doll sitting with her legs spread on the bed. There's an Alabama Roll Tide flag covering the window. And, like that's his blinds. And there's a caption that says, "Mom getting set up for delivery." This is a love doll. It's got socks on, labor socks on, pregnancy socks on, whatever they call them. Medicated socks. I think when my wife gave birth, they gave her like I say free pair at the hospital. I'm sure they cost my insurance company like $400. But this shit went on. Mom getting set up for delivery. Next picture this is the caption. I don't know. This is the caption. Midwife with the tools of her trade. Prepare for birth. Not sure, but one of them may bleed out. Hope she is good. One of them may bleed out. Hope she is good. This is an old ass lady. She's got one of those lunch lady hairnets on. She's got to be 60, 65, maybe older. She's got a lunch lady hairnet on, and she's got like a little, like almost something my wife would wear. Do you know what I mean? It's like a tank top, but it's like frilly or like girly. So you've got some skin going on. I'm not saying like it's sexy, but it's there. It's a little maybe inappropriate for her age. She's also got like I don't know what a scalpel, but like a couple of tools in her hands, and she's also wearing blue latex gloves. Check my shit out on YouTube because this shit is funny. Next picture. Oh, holy shit. Next picture, it gets to it. Here's the caption. The baby begins his journey into this world, still praying. It ain't over yet. It looks like they're in a shitty hotel room, but it's not a hotel room. It's like it's like a second bedroom of a house. The picture is, you can see the midwife with the blue gloves. You can see mom, full body mom with a towel over her breasts and the towel over her knees. Her knees are spread. She's got her socks on. And then there's another, like a little baby doll. And it's like you can see the head and an arm coming out. Holy fuck. And there's a Roll Tide flag in the background behind a shitty lamp. Next picture, same thing. He's getting close. Almost out. Looking good so far, but still praying. Stephanie, look, blowing out O-rings happens, man. I hope he's got the warranty. Mark, that's some good shit. All right, we're going to keep going with this. Next picture. Oh my God, here's it. So this is the first picture of Terry, and he is passed out on the fucking ground. He's wearing his favorite Alabama shirt, and it looks like an elastic brace pants, so maybe like some pajama or sweatpants. And then the caption says, "Yep, I did pass out. Couldn't handle it. Still praying," spelled Praing, "for the baby and mom." He's passed out as fuck. Oh, he's pretending. And he's wearing, oh my god, this is great. There's a couple of comments that I can read from it. This is the laugh that my soul needed right about now. How do you pray when you're passed out? And then someone made fun of his spell of praying. PraI. Alright, so next one. Oh man, yep, he's out and got umbilical cord already cut. That now was a little scary. I must say, was really worried about that. The picture is, again, the midwife in her fucking little fishnet, hairnet, her blue gloves, and a picture of, like, one of those, it's not even like a baby doll, man. It's like one of those fucking, like, you know, like 80s, 90s baby dolls? Like, the eyes, like, close when you lay it down, but they open when you lay it up, like the little marbles. And again, by the way, I can't stress it enough. This is a love doll that's on the bed. It's a sex doll. It's... Oh, man, next one. Let's see. There it is. There it is. If anyone can see it, it is mom with some shorts on, towel over her titties, holding a fucking... So it's a plastic sex love doll. He must have spent money on it because the arms are fucking like Stretch Armstrong arms. So, like, you can, like, shape them and move them, and she's holding a fucking little baby doll, and she's looking right at the camera. Oh, this is good shit. So next, oh man, so shit's getting good. So baby is happy and healthy, mom looks happy and healthy, thank fuck. And the caption is, "A very tired mom." Oh, there he is. There's Terry. So Terry has the lunch lady hairnet on. By the way, Terry doesn't have any fucking hair. Terry doesn't have any hair. He's wearing a shitty hairnet. And the caption of this is, "Happy new parents of a baby boy." For those that are watching, look at that shit. For those that are listening, I have to describe this. So it's a shitty bed, shitty headboard, shitty little, like, blanket. The mom, which is a love doll, is covered. All you can see is the face. The baby is covered. All you can see is the face, which is a little plastic shitty doll. Terry is in some basketball shorts and an Alabama, University of Alabama shitty long sleeve shirt. He is bald as fuck. He's got a beard. He's bald on the head, but he has hair on his face. He's wearing a hairnet on his head, but no hairnet on his beard. But here's the kicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 baseball caps. 8 shitty old baseball caps are hanging on nails above the bed. He has 5 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and they're hanging on the wall above the bed. 8 baseball caps. By the way, Terry is about 45 to 50 years old, in my guesstimation. Terry is totally fucked up. I've lost all my viewers, but I hope people that listen get this. This is fucking good. Next picture. Here's the quote. "Dad soothing newly born hunter." They've named him. By the way, they're on the other side of the room. There's another Alabama flag, and there's another 8 baseball caps sitting on nails on the wall, just hanging. Oh my god, this guy is the definition of a fuckbag. Oh, by the way, he's got his hairnet on. Grandma holding newly born hunter. Turns out Grandma is the midwife. She's got her cap off and her gloves off, but his mother is holding this fucking baby? There's a fucking problem, right? Big problem with racism is who fucking brings you up, right? Who just enables your shit, who teaches you bullshit. Well, there you go, man. You're fucking same thing. You're fucking marrying blow-up doll or love dolls and having babies? Next picture, fuck's sake. Nope. There's mom on the fucking couch with the baby, wearing a fucking little dress. So her placenta, everything's fucking healed already. Oh my God. State of Georgia birth worksheet. There's a birth certificate. There's a goddamn birth certificate. History of childhood deafness in family. Blindness. NA. So they said no deafness or blindness. That's pretty fucking funny. Jesus Christ, man. This guy is fucking nutso. I want to fucking know him. Let's hope he can get on my... The guy got a birth certificate. Okay, he lives in an apartment building, obviously, with outside access, so it's not inside. Celebration outside. He's got like $3 store balloons. Lets everyone know the baby was born today. Oh, mommy's fine. Mommy never gained any weight. She's just fine. She's happy. She's healthy, and she never bled a thing. Like, she's fine. That's pretty nuts. And then back to the beginning. That was a story of Terry and Stephanie East of Chatsworth, Georgia. God bless them. And Hunter, I hope he lives a really fucking long life. Guys, I'm going to go. I'm done with tonight. I'm done with this shit tonight. I think I'm going to have a Google Meet meeting. If anyone would like to join me, I will share the meeting. We don't have to record it. But I think it'd be fun for me to try and talk to people and get some material for my bit on Thursday. We're going to try that later. Thanks for tuning in. I think that was pretty funny. I hope you guys liked the new format. Again, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.